YouTube family and friends. How are you doing today? Here in Houston, it's a little overcast, but the weather is going to be good. It's going to get cold, so I don't know where you guys are. Now, here in Houston, we call 45 cold. So to my family in Pennsylvania that's watching, I know you guys like -10 at times. So it's like a heat wave for you guys. But anyway, I want to welcome all my YouTube family and friends in. We got a wonderful guest for you today. I've been trying to get this young man waiting for the season to end so that we can bring this guy in and hear his thoughts. We have been handing him his flowers the whole season. If you've been watching my show, my idea and thoughts of this guy is well documented. So without further ado, I want to let you guys know that we also have a new advertiser. Hopefully I'm moving on up like the Jeffersons. I got a client, friend, advertiser that I want to introduce to my public, my friends, YouTube family. Let me start off by telling you, her name is Phyllis Morgan of Morgan and Associates Dental Office. And Dr. Morgan is a wonderful dentist. She's not only an advertiser now, but she's my family's dentist. She's done a great job for years for us. She is located on Stella Link. Hold on just a second. She's actually located at 9231 Stella Link Road, Houston, Texas, 77025. Go by and let them know that I sent you. Her telephone number is 713-668-4800. One more time, 713-668-4800. She takes all insurances and she'll work out plans for you. One more time, Dr. Morgan, one of our new advertisers to the Fat Larry Sports Talk Show. We want to welcome her in. Okay, without further ado, we also, as you know, have my first advertiser, Gerald Womack, who is a realtor here in Houston, Texas, a wonderful realtor that can get any commercial or residential needs you may have in purchasing a home or renting one. So Mr. Womack at Gerald Womack Development. You'll get more information later on through the show. As I have been doing the last 3 shows, I want to dedicate this show to some people, and they're going to be surprised. Actually, I want to dedicate it to my daughters that have been nothing but marvelous and helping me try to get this up and going by putting their stuff on Facebook when I send them a show, which I have no idea what to do. They take care of that for me. So I want to send out a big shout out to my daughter Casey, who is the middle daughter. I want to send out one to daughter number 1, Kelly, and my baby girl, Candace. So they have gotten on me about shouting out to other people when they're the ones helping me. So I'm letting everybody know that I want to thank my girls. Okay, moving forward, as I always do, we chop up the HBCU stuff, and we're going to get started with that. And my guest that I have that is going to be a good surprise for you guys. I've been waiting on the opportunity to bring him in, and we finally got him. I'm also going to pull some things back up to have him give us his thoughts on it. Okay, but starting off with HBCUs, what I want to tell people is that Bowie State, as I tell everybody, I'm a big SWAC guy because that's where I attended and that's what my school is, and I talk on it a lot. But I like to also cover other HBCUs. And I want to cover Bowie State right now. Bowie State is located in Maryland. And Bowie State had a pretty good run this year. Bowie State won 2 playoff games in NCAA D2. So that's noteworthy to be spoke of. So I want to send out a big shout out to Bowie State. Also, we want to talk about that the schools that Bowie State play that are in their conference. I had to look them up. And you got Shaw, you got Elizabeth City, Fayetteville State, Johnson City. So there's, Johnson C. Smith, okay, University. So those are the schools that are in the same conference as Bowie State. So we want to do one more time a great shout out to Bowie State for making it to the D2 third round. Also, we want to talk about in the other HBCU news, the schools are gathering up momentum on getting D1 transfers. I have no news to report about my alma mater, but Alcorn just picked up a quarterback from Louisiana Tech. Grambling picked up a quarterback from UCLA. Also, Mississippi Valley, who I tried to talk about in during the season, that Coach Dancy is doing a wonderful job at Mississippi Valley. Mississippi Valley just got one of the top JUCO quarterbacks. Also, there's one other school that got a great quarterback, and I'm trying to think who that might be. It may be FAMU picked up some running backs from Miami, University of Miami. Jackson State has picked up some players. Our recruits have been high schoolers, which I have no problem with because you get a chance to bring them into your system and mold them the way you want to. But I'm hoping that we get a couple of D1 players because you can't beat players with experience. We were just so young last year. Also, I want to talk about a few moves made in HBCU, and that was Master P's son, Hersey, is headed to Xavier University. As you may know, Master P's son signed to play at Tennessee State basketball. He developed an injury, and ended up being that I think his dad didn't like the way they were treating it medically, so he's moving on to Xavier University in Cincinnati. Now, they had nothing bad to say about Tennessee State. They were just moving on because of the health scenario to his son. And the impact on D1 transfers is very significant in the SWAC. And it needs to be talked about. And what we're going to try to do is let these SWAC schools know that another thing that the D1 transfers are able to get from the major universities are the NILs, name and recognition, images and recognition contracts. And one more time, the guest that we have here, we're going to speak about that a little bit also, about that, because I feel like I don't care the amount. I feel like we should be able to offer some of our players some of that also. Moving on, we're going to talk about updates on the SWAC basketball season. Right now we have, as of Monday, this show tapes generally on a Tuesday, but we had some problems yesterday, so today is Wednesday, the 19th, January the 19th. It drops on Friday. Hopefully we'll be able to get it out to you Friday and it won't go to Saturday, but if it does, that's what happened. So you people looking for your notification on the show. And I appreciate one more time everyone passing the word because my viewership is going up. So I greatly appreciate it. And while I'm on that subject, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and smash that bell. And share it with some friends. And while you're at it, write a comment at the bottom of the page. As I always say, I have no problem with constructive criticism. I just want to know that you guys are out there listening, okay? Let's go over the SWAC basketball. You know, Texas Southern was picked to be number 1, Prairie View number 2, and right now we both kind of like in the tailspin, but I look for us, once we get home, Prairie View and TSU to start taking care of business. So as of today, a Wednesday, on the 19th, from Monday's past basketball games, I'm also give you Saturday scores also. Jackson State beat TSU 61-58, close game. Prairie View A&M beat Alcorn 74-73. UAPB beat Bethune-Cookman. FAMU beat Mississippi Valley. Okay, so Saturday, Alcorn beat TSU 73-72, 1 point. So I think that once we realize that when we go in another school's arena, that they are waiting on us because we are the big dog in basketball in the SWAC. Everybody's shooting out. So
We got to have our game face on when we go play these schools, because these schools figure like if they can beat TSU, they can beat anybody. So we lost Saturday also to Alcorn. We're in good shape though. Season just started. We're gonna be okay. Alcorn State beat TSU 73-72. I predict we'll beat them by 7 when they come here. Jackson State beat us 61-58. Monday by 3. I predict we'll beat them by 7. FAMU beat UAPB 71-66. Saturday now. Alabama State beat Alabama A&M 59-55. Bethune-Cookman beat Mississippi Valley. Grambling State beat Southern. And Jackson State beat Prairie View. These were games that went on Saturday. Okay? Now, the women, I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to give you the standings on the men and the women. And you ladies, hit me up if you think I'm treating you bad. I'm just trying to cut through the time. Standings, Southern is 4-1 for men. Alcorn 4-1. FAMU 3-2. Grambling State 3-2. Alabama A&M 3-2. Alcorn State 3-2. TSU is 3-3. Jackson State is 2-3. Bethune-Cookman is 2-3. UAPB is 2-4. Prairie View is 2-4. And Mississippi Valley ranks up the bottom 1-5. In women's, you got Jackson State 5-0. Southern 4-1. Alabama State 4-1. UAPB 4-2. PV 3-3. TSU is 3-3. Now TSU has so many players out with COVID and injuries, and even Coach Cooper, Cynthia Cooper was out. So, but now they are back from the COVID protocol. So I look for them to start picking up. Grambling State 2-3. Alabama A&M is 2-3. Bethune-Cookman is 1-4. Alcorn is 1-4. And Mississippi Valley is 1-5, bringing up the bottom on the women. Okay, the schedule for Saturday is going to be some good games. And as I always tell people, if you are in one of these cities or close to these cities, go out and support one of the HBCUs. The schools really appreciate you coming in and going to the game. We all need the help, from Jackson State to Mississippi Valley to TSU to Prairie View to Alcorn, Alabama State, A&M. We all need the participation from the community. So I'm gonna give you the games and try to see if you can go to some of the games Saturday. Mississippi Valley is at Grambling State. Jackson State is at Bethune-Cookman. Alcorn is at FAMU. Alabama State is playing Prairie View. And Alabama A&M is playing TSU. UAPB is at Southern. One thing about when you come to Texas, you got to make that Texas two-step, and it's hard to come through Prairie View and TSU without getting lit. And so I anticipate Prairie View and TSU to win Saturday and Monday. Okay, now we're going to cover the NFL real quick. We thought there was going to be some good games over the weekend, and all of them wind up being duds but one. The AFC, for instance, Kansas City beat Pittsburgh 42-21, no contest. Buffalo beat New England Pats. Now, that was a surprise, but that was no contest. 47-17. Cincinnati beat the Raiders 26-19. In the NFC, Tampa Bay beat Philadelphia 31-15, blowout. San Francisco beat the Cowboys 23-17, the best game I think of the weekend. But Cowboys, I have so many friends, me being from Central Texas, I grew up a Cowboy fan, but once I got here, Earl Campbell made me a Houston Oilers fan. But the Cowboys, as I tell all my friends and relatives, the Cowboys, all that glitters, all that shines is not what it is. And so I kind of figured the Cowboys were going to fade, and they did. The Rams beat Arizona Cardinals 34-11, another blowout. I used to talk about when the light is bright, your best players still shine. And the light was bright on Kyler Murray. I've watched this young man since he was a sophomore, quarterback in Allen, Texas, win 3 consecutive state championships. So I know he has it, but I have to agree, after this past weekend, the Rams and Kyler Murray looked pitiful. He looked like he was not ready. Not just him, but the Cardinals also. So the next week's games are going to be Green Bay and San Francisco. I got Green Bay. Rams playing Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay they're at home. That's the team we should pick, but the Rams look tremendous against the Cardinals. And if they can play that way, I don't think anybody can beat the Rams. And I got Green Bay coming out of the NFC. Tennessee is playing Cincinnati. I'm picking Tennessee only because they're in Tennessee. Kansas City is playing Buffalo. I'm taking Kansas City, though Buffalo is playing good. I don't know what you're going to do with Mahomes. You know, he got too many weapons. So that's how I'm going. And one story in regards to the Texans, Deshaun Watson is ready to settle the lawsuits. 18 of the 22 are ready to settle it with him, but 4 of them are holding up because of the non-disclosure. And that is that if you take this money, you can't ever say anything about what happened again. And so for him, I think, for personal reasons, wants to be able to just continue to spill the beans on Deshaun. But I think they eventually are going to cave in. $100,000 each for each one of them. So the next story is going to be on the NBA. NBA, we got Phoenix, top 8 teams in the NBA. Phoenix, Golden State, Memphis, Utah, Dallas, Denver, Lakers, and Clippers in the West. Yes, I'm a Laker fan. I know you guys have seen me with my Laker gear on. I'm still a Laker man. I don't have high aspirations anymore. I want us to win, but it looks like Phoenix, Golden State, and Memphis might be the 3 best teams in the West. In the East, you got the Bulls, Miami, Brooklyn, Cleveland, the Bucks, Philadelphia, Charlotte, and Washington. Those are the top 8, and that can change at any time because you got 4 teams like 1 game behind Washington, and you're looking for Washington to stop at any time. I still have Brooklyn, if Durant is not permanently hurt, coming out of the East. And one more time out of the West, it's going to be between Phoenix and Golden State, I think. High school rankings in basketball. We got 6A, Richardson, Duncanville, Westfield, Westlake, Fort Bend, Elkins. 5A, Beaumont United, Lancaster, Dallas, Kimball, Manfield, Timberview, Amarillo, 19-6. I like to go over basketball because one more time I cover the gamut. High school, college, pros. And in a couple of months, high school basketball is going to kick off. Very exciting. 4A, Family Faith, Silsbee, Houston, Washington, Dallas Carter, Dallas Roosevelt. Family Faith has been ranked for the last 4 years. Why? Because they had 2, 6, 8, and all of freshmen when they won the state. So this is their senior year, so they're still in the mix. But Silsbee is right there every year. And Houston, Washington, because of one more time, I'm located in Houston, but I'm in 3rd Ward, the heartbeat of Houston. Yates, which is a perennial power in basketball, this year they're a little down. So they probably won't be coming out in the 4A. It'll probably be Silsbee out of this region, gonna probably play Family Faith out of South Oak Cliff and Dallas for the state championship. Okay, and girls real quick, DeSoto. DeSoto had 2 sophomores and a freshman last year and won the state. And these girls are 20-1 this year. We got Summer Creek, San Antonio Clark, Plano East, Shadow Creek. 5A, you got Cedar Park, McKinney, Frisco Memorial, Frisco Liberty, and Manville. Frisco is just outside of Dallas. So this is basically Dallas area students. 4A, Argyle, Hardin Jefferson, Fredericksburg out of Austin area, Canyon, and Brownsboro. So that was a quick synopsis of what's going on in the sports world in regards to high school, college, and so forth. So now it's my pleasure to bring to you what I think has been missing for TSU for about 15 years, and that is someone under the center that can be dynamic, make something out of nothing. Last but not least, keep the chains moving. If you saw my first show during football season, you probably already know who I'm talking about because I was singing his praises before he stepped on the field. So without further ado, my Facebook family, I'd like to welcome in Andrew Body. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing, YouTube?
That's great. Are you a YouTuber?
I be on there a little bit. I really don't be streaming though.
Okay, you don't be streaming? Okay, well that's okay. Hopefully that you'll start streaming when you can watch this show and pass the word on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, are you happy you made the decision to come to TSU?
Most definitely.
Because I want to let you know that we are definitely happy that you came. We are definitely happy that you came. I'm going to tell a little story right quick, family, and we're going to go from there. His dad comes to all the games, and his dad and I got kind of close because he happened to see the show one time and knew that I was on board from day one. So I was telling him at the game, man, meet me down over in the end zone. They got seats and stuff, people drinking and music is going on and what have you. And we can see the game. And I got to see him from the 50-yard line. And so your dad was saying, I got to see him from the 50-yard line so I can see everything he's doing. And so I told him, I said, I wish you would have came. Now this is about 6 games deep. When we played UAPPs, that's about 6 or 7 games deep.
Probably about 7.
7. Nobody knew who he was. I went through there, me and my friend, and we were sitting back there and all you could hear, man, that Body is a bad boy. Andrew Body, man, where we get him from? Andrew Body gonna take us. So you got the alumni all fired up about you. And one more time, I was leading the charge. And so what I want to do is, you've already told me you're happy you made the decision. Where do you see the football team next year?
I see us. I see us in the swag, being a swag contender for the championship. We had a year. We had our young year already. I feel like we moved past that. This upcoming year, we got a lot more people that have more experience. They know what they want. We all have the same goal, and that's the swag championship. And I feel like now that we all in the boat on the same page, we can do that this year.
I like what you said, and he didn't say just we want to improve and be better. He said swag championship. My wife used to tell me I was too competitive because when we played Jim Rummy, I tried to cut her head. You know, she like, you don't want to lose anything. And I feel like when I hear guys talk like that, that's who you want. You want somebody not like that talk you just did. When you say you looking for the chip, is that correct?
Yes, sir. We the same way. I don't like losing rock, paper, scissors. I'm trying to win everything.
What do you think about our receiving core?
This year, that receiving core is going to be really lethal. We have a lot of young guys. We have some older guys, maybe juniors or so, but this upcoming year, that receiving core is going to be lethal. Y'all really, we ain't get to see probably about 7, 6 receivers on the field this past year due to red shirting, injury, and so this upcoming year, this is going to be something serious.
Okay. So you mean to tell me, out of how many were seniors? And to give me that numbers, your receivers. Because I'm trying to see the impact they had that I saw.
I want to say we had probably, 4 senior receivers, but only 2 started. It was Keelan Davis, number 10, and then Jonathan Giles, number 0.
Number 0, okay. So 7 is back.
Yes, sir.
7 is back. 84,
84 I graduated, that was there.
Okay. 81 or something like that? Is there 81?
We have an 89.
89. Who do you see shining next year? Let me just do that instead of me trying to guess. You tell me who we should be on the lookout for.
Shoot, we got King Blanton, number 3.
Okay.
He really ain't get a lot last year, so this upcoming year he's gonna be big for us. Number 7, Jaron Johnson, like I said before. He already just a big piece in the offense. Then we also got some red-shirted freshmen that are gonna be playing this year. And we had some just injury report type guys, and they'll just be making it back. So we got King, Jaron, You not even gonna know who these people are.
That I'm trying to see. That's what I'm saying.
We got Dre. We got Savion. He's number 2. We got number 89, Ty. 86, DJ.
Now, what about the tight end?
We have a tight end, but it's like the NFL. So he's like a tight end, but he's really a receiver. He's both.
Okay. Well, did you call off his name just a moment ago when you called him out? Okay. Now, is that 89?
Jara, number 7.
Number 7. That's the tight end?
Yes, sir.
He looked like a wide receiver.
That's yeah. He's like a.
He always lined up like a wide receiver. So we actually didn't have a tight end in the formation close to the lineman. They are all out, spread out in the 4 receiver attack.
Yes, sir. We might be implementing something.
Okay. Do you like that one back offense, and tell me why you do? In other words, I'll tell you why I thought you should have been from day one. But go ahead.
I prefer to spread the 4 wide receivers and the 1 running back, just because it gives us more versatility on the spreading the field out. You have athletes all on the field. You can run the ball, throw the ball. You got an O-line that's gonna block for you. And this year we got a little bit of new O-line.
Okay. Now I'll tell you why I liked it, because, and this is what one of my shows I came on after y'all lost to someone credit. And why have a dual threat? Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, on these drive, because it seems like every play you start off with dragging the running back in to see if somebody's going to get him another option. But with some of those not options, because a couple times I saw you give the ball and the guy was waiting right there. Or do they predetermine that, or do they let you do it on your own? Sometimes or most of the time.
Well, it's called an RPO, a run pass option on some plays. But depending on the play, it's like sometimes we do have a set thing, and then sometimes it would be a read.
Yeah, because a couple of times we was like, why did he give it to him? Why did he go? And then somebody would say, that was probably the play called, give it to him.
Yes, sir.
And so they do call that, give it to him.
Something like that. Yes, sir.
In other words, it looks like it's going to be an option, but they get the ball regardless. And so they do have that on that option series.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the couple of times I saw where you actually had the option of giving it to him or keeping it, we made big plays because you faked it and took it out.
Yes, sir.
What would you prefer? I would prefer every play be like that. What did you think?
It is, but then at the same time, it's like that's when they'll start doing extra things on the defense, like bringing a QB spy, things like that. So it's just how the offense is. They got a set thing for it.
Oh, okay. Now, when you got here, did you get an opportunity to meet Deshaun Watson?
So we were in summer workouts, and it was fall camp at that time. I had just came in last summer, and actually they was working out on the field while we was working out.
Okay.
I didn't get to meet him though. We was working out too, so I was like, dang. But that was cool though. I got to see him working out.
Okay. Have any of the Texans shouted out to you?
No, sir.
No problem. I mean, because you didn't come in until like the 3rd game and stuff, this type of thing. Because we do have something TSU and the Texans where they kind of work together, don't they?
I'm not sure.
Oh, they don't?
I'm not sure.
I saw something on the site once that TSU had got into association with the Texans on some type of deal that was working out.
That sounds nice stuff.
I know that does. So, what was your biggest thing you learned from playing in the SWAC against players of SWAC caliber? What did you learn?
First, I had to learn how to get down, because I'm trying to just hit with everybody, and my coaches, they got on me week after week, and I just finally said, all right, I'm listening, because in the long run, it's going to be worth it. But I feel like in the SWAC, it's just different. Like, even though it's just people from all across, and depending where they're at, like, I don't know. I like the SWAC though.
You like it?
Yes, sir.
You like it? Because going back to that statement you just made, I called your dad once you were running some play against some team, and you were standing up trying to butt heads with it. I couldn't wait for the game to be over. I said, Rick, you know I love you son, but you got to tell him he got to get down. I said, we finally got a quarterback. We do not need him laid up with a torn ACL or concussion or none of that stuff. You got to lay down, Andrew, once you get that 15, 12 yards in line, you get them changes. I know it's hard. Because you're used to doing that in high school. But it's not high school. These guys are on a mission.
Exactly.
These guys, these linebackers and teams are on a mission with these quarterbacks. If you break out of that pocket, they're going to try to put something hurt. Yeah, they come in and try to they're trying to get you out of the game. Playing something. And because definitely a player of your caliber. You know, you make an offense click. So. Speaking of that, do we have running backs coming back?
Yes, sir.
Give me that, because like I said, I don't know the name, their number. Give me their number.
So, really, the only running back that we had lost was number 21. That's Jeff Proctor.
Okay.
And so we'll have number 22 coming back with Darius Owens. We'll have 30 back Dominique Franklin. Number 23, Ja'Cory Howard. We'll have our freshman that was redshirted, Mike Titus.
Okay.
He was at South Oak Cliff.
Okay.
And so our running back room's deep.
Oh, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we should be running the ball a little bit better next year. Now, down the stretch, we started running real well.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. And that takes so much pressure off you.
And it was really just, we just had to get our chemistry down. Like, with being like, in practice, I would really be practicing like with the second team. So really, like, as we played more, like, our chemistry just started getting better and better every game.
Okay. What type of relationship you got with the offensive coordinator? And who calls the plays? Coach McKinney or God, I forgot his name.
Coach David Marsh.
Okay, Marsh. Okay, so Coach Marsh is calling
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do y'all kind of like collab, get together and come up with some stuff when you come to the sideline? Coach, is he flexible to what your thoughts are?
Yes, sir. He's very open-minded. Like, after every drive, he wants to just know how I felt about the drive, what could have been better, and we're always communicating. Like, that's the thing that we're really heavy on, communicating. Because if we're not talking to each other, we're not gonna get nothing done. We're not gonna get We're not gonna get the goal reached.
Right. I had a situation like that in high school that my head coach, he didn't have any type of relationship with the quarterbacks, anything at all. He just let the offensive coordinator do it. And I don't think that worked for us. We could have gone so much farther, but I'm going back in the day now.
Yes, sir.
I'm going back in the day now. But still, now tell me about the offensive line. So I'm getting your opinion on all the layers of the team.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're on the offensive line. Now, what do you think about your offensive line return?
Shoot, the only offensive lineman we had lost was Nathaniel Hines. He was our center.
Okay.
And besides that, we're really getting the whole offensive line back. And then, like I was telling you, we have a lot of red-shirted freshmen that we had. Okay. So y'all ain't really get to see them yet.
Do they look good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good? Okay, good. And you know, Coach McKinney was telling me about that Rose, we gonna redshirt. This is the first time we're able to do that. When I first got here, every able-bodied soul had to play. Was you. He said, now we're able to redshirt. He said, you'll see the difference next year, which is upcoming football season. You'll see guys that, even though they didn't play, they know the system now.
Because they've been in the
system. They've been in the system, and they'll step up just like they've been playing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's great. Now, I know you're an offensive man, but on the defensive side, I want your opinion on that too. On the front four, I know we lost Badigo. Badigo,
yes,
and what about 15? Did we lose him?
Yes, sir.
On the defensive front, I know you're an offensive guy, but let me know. We got Badigo
yes,
is gone, and number 15 is gone.
Yes, sir.
How's our defensive line going to look?
Our defensive line, they're gonna be big. Last year, y'all ain't get to see Pip.
Okay.
That's he's number 0. Y'all ain't get to see him at all. He was just one of the guys that had got injured before the season.
Okay.
So this upcoming year, he's gonna be a big part for us. And then we got some young guys that's gonna be probably playing the backup. Like we got Mike. He's number 96. I'm not sure if you've seen him.
Is that the kid from and looking at the recruit, New Iberia, and there's one from Beaumont?
You talking about Roland Shrink.
Okay. Now is he on defense or offense?
Defense.
I thought he was defense. Now did he get redshirted?
He had played a little bit, but I'm not sure if he got redshirted though.
Yeah, because the one that I'm talking about was a big kid, about 6'4", 6'5".
You might be talking about Bozier. He's from Louisiana.
Okay. Did he get redshirted?
I think he played. They're gonna be big for us. Like that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of young guys that's gonna be stepping up this year.
Now, what about the next three linebackers? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I love our defense. This upcoming year, like we've been working so hard, like, and now we finally getting our chemistry together. We're probably gonna have Javaris at outside linebacker.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've seen him any. We'll have Tarek Cooper. He was number 50.
Was 51? Is he coming back?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then number 53, Jacob Williams.
That's who I was getting ready to get to. He wasn't playing a lot initially.
He wasn't.
No, his dad came up and sit up with us when I was with your dad.
Yes,
and he
sir.
told me his son, I think he went to
Hightower. Yes, sir.
And that guy showed me, so I was like, why is this kid not playing? And he's fast.
Yes, sir.
I said, even if he's a freshman and gonna make mistakes, let him make them fast. You know, if you make mistakes being fast, you can recover.
Yes, sir.
So this I'd like now. You think he's gonna go to the next level because it looks like all he needed was some playing time.
Oh, for sure. So on the linebackers, we had just lost one. We lost two. We had lost Julian.
Okay.
He was what number he was?
I can remember 51. That's about it.
That's T. Coop though.
Okay.
And then we had lost one more linebacker, so we'll have some guys stepping up.
So he's the only linebacker coming back 51.
That was started.
That was starting.
No, sir. Our outside linebacker as well. But
Okay.
as in inside. Yes,
Okay. Now let's go to the back four. They gave me.
Ooh.
They
And I
gave me
forgot-
heart attack at
I
the beginning
forgot
of the
one
season.
though.
Okay,
And
go
we
ahead.
got Jadron. Y'all gonna see him.
Linebacker.
He's a playmaker. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, I like that. I told Coach McKinney, I said one thing about Southern when they had the coach that went to Norfolk State, Dawson. His linebackers may be small, but the boys can cover from sideline to sideline. And I said that's what you got to have. You got to have some linebackers go from sideline to sideline. And so it looked like 53. The Williams kid might could be one. Now this other kid you just got to be speaking of, what about him?
Jadron?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He gonna cover that field.
You gonna cover the field?
Yes, sir.
You gotta have it.
And then we also got some redshirt freshmen there as well. So
they're pretty good.
They're gonna have some rotation at that linebacker spot.
Okay. Now let's go to the secondary, which I was, whoa man, it gave me a heart attack. Grandview only beat us with 3 big plays. 2 bombs and a quarterback run.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, good God, we got to get somebody that can cover these people. So what do you think about the, how many coming back in the defensive secondary?
In the secondary, we really had just lost 2 starters.
Okay.
That was Marquise, the safety, and Josh Murray, the cornerback, number 12.
Number 12.
And 38 at safety.
Okay.
So we'll have, at corner, we'll have Isaiah Hamilton coming back, number 7. We'll have number 8, Ja'Cory Benjamin coming back at corner. And then on the safety spots, we'll have CJ Henderson, number 32. And then this year we probably just, we got some guys fighting for that other spot.
Okay. What about the red shirt kids? Red shirt kids. What do you think about them?
Stepping up at the DB spot. We got some guys. We got about 3 DBs. And they all went their spot, so they all gonna compete for it.
Okay.
And then we had a transfer. We have Tucker. He was number 4 at safety.
Okay.
So he gonna be back there competing too.
And you spoke of a transfer. I saw the early signings. I think he may have signed a couple.
Harris.
Yeah, he signed a couple of cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, he did. He gonna be competing for that corner spot too.
All right. And now I think he comes straight out of high school, isn't he? Or is he coming from junior college?
He's coming from high school.
High school, yes. Which one? Do you know?
I'm gonna say St. Mary's.
Okay.
Or All Saints.
Okay. Because I was asking your dad once, I was like, man, that year y'all went to the regionals, y'all had to have somebody that Drew was throwing to. So what happened to your kids? Because I told your dad, I said, man, we raising them kids from Carcass, man. Carcass may be a hidden jewel for us. So what did any of those kids that you were throwing to do anything?
Usually, not usually, but a couple of my teammates, they had went D2. A couple of them had just went D3, and then I had like 2 that had went JUCO.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good because things change now.
Yes, sir.
You know, with that transfer portal, you know,
Right.
you can start at a D3 and a D2 school, see you, and they like, hey man, you come over and play with us.
Yes, sir.
Then you play D2 school, I play at D1 school, they see you and say, hey, you can come play
Right.
with us.
Yeah,
And you can start here and end up at a D1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And speaking of that, bro, when they start hollering at you, come over and talk to me, cause don't break my heart. Don't break my heart, and I'll pick up the paper one day and see that Auburn has talked, what's the name, Andrew Body into coming to Auburn University. So, because I see nothing but good things for you, bro. I
Yes, sir.
see nothing. I've been telling your dad that since day one. You keep your head on straight. You can be the next great one out of here. We had some great ones back in the day. You can be the next great one out of here. And so, with that, what I want to do is ask you, I know you got to get to class. People with us is on a Wednesday and they are in school. He was gracious enough to take some time out between his classes to come and talk to us. And what do you think about, I know you used to be a basketball player. What do you think about our basketball team? You think we're going to be able to sustain ourselves and get on back on stride?
I'm actually gonna go to the game on the 22nd, but I like the basketball team. I be chopping it up with Justin Hopkins a little bit.
Okay.
So we cool. So I'll be supporting them.
Okay.
But for sure, I got belief in my team always.
Always. That's how it goes, baby. And the girls.
Oh, I be talking. We got a great coach. And like you had said, she just got back, so I know she gonna take over the team and lead them down the right path.
I got you. Has the experience of being on a HBCU campus differed from you going to Corpus Christi Miller in a sense that my kids, they graduated from predominantly white school.
Yes, sir.
Then when I was in the suburbs, I stayed there when we were growing up, and then we moved here in the city.
Right.
And they attended some of the high school games and went to some HBCUs, and they was like mad at me. Daddy, you never have. Why you let us go to all? Right. So, has it been a cultural shock, or you been cool with what has gone on since you've been in?
Okay, so moving into high school, I had moved, and that's when I had moved. I had moved to basically like a school just like TSU. So
okay.
So it's like this is really just like I already knew it, but this just took it to a whole nother level. Like at my school, our band was all right, but I'm loving the HBCU bands. That's one of my favorite parts.
Who you talking about?
At the games, they be rocking out. I be
trying to concentrate.
Yeah, I be go. Yes, sir.
Be trying to concentrate. Okay. Well, I know you got to get to class. Hopefully this won't be the last time you allow me to talk to you before the season starts. Mr. Womack is the broker and president and CEO of Womack Development Investment Realtors, a private minority-owned full-service commercial and residential real estate brokerage firm. Over the years, he has been known to be a respected community businessman and partner and has received many awards. Now, he sells real estate everywhere, but this specialty is right here in 3rd Ward. This guy can get it taken care of for you. I want everybody to know that, once again, we have merchandise on our website, fatlarrypodcast.com. We got the t-shirts. Go there. We're getting ready to get sweaters, hoodies. So go there and make your purchase for the t-shirts. We got 5 different colors. fatlarrypodcast.com. And also, if you want to talk to me via email, you can hit me at fatlarrypodcast@gmail.com. fatlarrypodcast@gmail.com. And we can chop it up, talk about sports, and tell me about some things that you want me to talk about. Because some of these shows I actually did because some of the viewing audience suggested, why don't you cover this? Why don't you cover that? And actually, and before I let you go, this is how much I'm tooting your horn. One of my good friends didn't even go to the game. He called me after y'all played Rice said, you was telling me about this kid body. He said, y'all lost, but y'all scored 30-something points on Rice. I said, I told you the real deal. I told you the real deal. And he only gonna get better. Keep his head on straight, he only gonna get better.
Yes, sir.
And so I got, what's that? Go ahead.
God has blessed me.
That's what I'm saying. And trust me, I want you to know that the TSU alumni family really appreciates you choosing us and being here, because we just feel like you're gonna take us to the next. We're so tired of waiting the basketball season to come. My buddies from Grambling and Southern and all that good stuff, football season, my phone rang off the hook. You know, man, we gonna wax y'all about how this basketball season starts.
Damn,
I can't get nothing from I can't, they won't answer their phone when basketball season starts. So I want to be able to do that on football.
Yes, sir.
I want to be able to do that on football, and I think we on the right path to do that. I am so, once again, so happy that you're with us, and I intend to have you back again. And with that said, I want to thank Andrew for coming and chopping it up with us.
Appreciate you having me.
All righty. And until the next time, peace out.